It's going to be difficult to follow, Jenna. That was a very serious speech.
I know. Is that supposed to be in the books?
No, not yet. Fellow Toastmasters, have you faced your problems lately?
Yes.
Unfortunately, every time I brush my teeth in the morning, I have to face my problem. And you know I'm not talking about bad breath. Have you ever heard the saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder?
Yes.
I always thought that to have a shot at girls, I have to find someone who had really, really poor eyesight. I just hate that saying. I mean, it's very good if you talk about it, about art, fashion and stuff, but what would you say if someone approached you and said, don't worry, you'll find someone. Remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Exactly.
Nice.
So word of advice, never tell that to me. I mean, it's not all that bad. For one thing, it doesn't really matter in the real world. But it does become a little tricky when I try to approach women. Take this for example. I once met a girl, let's call her imaginary girlfriend number 1. And she told me that, I'm sorry, you're not my type. I mean, yes, exactly. I've never met a woman who ever said that I was her type. And that's okay. I'm pretty sure no one also approached you and said that they were your type. I mean, let's face it. Every time a woman dreams about meeting a prince on their horse, they dream about the prince and not the horse. Let's go to imaginary girlfriend number 2. She once told me that she dreamt of me the night before. I felt butterflies in my stomach until she told me I was beside Freddy Krueger and the girl from The Ring. But instead of chasing her with a knife, I did something much scarier. I gave her math exams. What is the square root of 13?
Awesome.
Then let's go to imaginary girlfriend number 3. She told me that to look at beauty is simply about confidence. Just think of yourself as a superhero. So when you look at Clark Kent and he removes his glasses, who does he become? He becomes Superman. When I remove my glasses, I become blind as a Batman. But I think it works. All of you looks much better right now. Needless to say, I broke up with all 3 of my imaginary girlfriends. They had no say about it. But it became a problem. I really had to face my problem. So I was lured into the magic of modern technology. No, not plastic surgery. I wouldn't be in front of you if Bello had touched my skin. I was talking about cell phones. Text messaging, also known as God's gift to men like me. It became much easier for me to show my personality. It became much easier to make people laugh. If you know me in the past, no one has ever laughed at my speeches. I think right now at least you're giggling. Whenever you can make a girl text you LOL, it works. And that's exactly the reason why I'm recording this. I'm planning to send this to every girl I know. And believe it or not, this is actually the way I found my girlfriend. And no, she's not imaginary. This time she's real. One time, I caught her looking at me very intently. She said, is it just me? Or are you starting to get more handsome every day? I simply looked at her, smiled, and said, yes, it's just you. Here's the number to my eye doctor. Maybe that's why they say love is blind. And I'm really hoping that she'll become blind a little more in the next few days. All in all, in closing, I'd like to talk to who among you are single men and women here? Bart, Raise your hand. I know you're looking for someone. Don't worry. You'll find someone. Always remember that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Good evening, everyone.